today's lesson, I'm going to work some extra conversion problems with you using the factor label method. Now don't think that your camera or your computer is working weird. I did not put my picture in this video because I didn't want you to just watch the top of my head while I work the problems out on the screen for you. So in this video, you're going to watch and listen to me. I'm going to work out 3 conversion problems for you using that factor label method. Alright, so let's get started. Get a pen, some paper, and a calculator. Alright, our first problem. It's not even using the metric prefixes. It's just using some units that you're familiar with. I thought this would be a good one to start with because you do know the numbers. Alright, we are going to convert 5,612 seconds to hours. So the first thing we want to do is write down our given, which is this. Alright, so 5,612 seconds. Now to do a factor label problem, the factor is the number and the label is the unit. We need seconds to cancel out and we need to find the answer in hours. So because of that, I have seconds that I'm given. I'm going to put seconds on the bottom so that that cancels out. That's what you're canceling always. What you're looking for is hours, and that actually goes on the top every time. Then you have to think to yourself, how are hours and seconds related? Well, I know that there are 60 seconds in a minute, and there are 60 seconds in an hour. So in 1 hour, there are 3,600 seconds. That's 60 times 60. Almost there. Seconds cancels with seconds, because one's on top, one's on bottom. And then you're going to need to use your calculator. We're going to start over here on the left side and we're going to type in our calculator 5,612. As you read left to right, you're going to multiply by 1 hour and then we're going to divide by 3,600. That gives me a really long answer on my calculator, so I'm going to do some rounding. I'm going to round to the same number of digits that my question gave me, which is 4. So the answer is 1.559 hours. So 5,612 seconds is equal to 1.559 hours. All the conversions that I'm going to work with you will be set up the same way, regardless of the units that are involved. Okay, let's take a look at another one. The next one is to convert 573 kilograms to grams. Again, start with this given number. 573 kilograms we write down first. I've got to set up the conversion because I know I need kilograms to cancel. So kilograms is going to go on the bottom. The unit I'm trying to get the answer in is grams. That's going to go on top. Now this is a metric conversion, so look back at your ladder or think to yourself, how are grams and kilograms related? In 1 kilogram, there are 1,000 grams. Kilograms cancels with kilograms, one on top, one on bottom. And now we can put the math in our calculator. Type in 573 times 1,000 divide by 1, and that's going to give us 573,000 grams. Now that is one way to record the answer. If you want to use scientific notation, you're welcome to do that. It would be 5.73 times 10, and we've moved the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. So times 10 to the 5th grams. Either one of those answers is acceptable. So again, notice the pattern. Write down the given. That unit cancels on the bottom, and what you're looking for goes on top. I hope this is getting easier. It definitely takes a lot of practice. Let's try one more. This time we're going to convert 17.63 milliliters to centimeters cubed. Start with that given. I know that milliliters has to cancel out, and I'm looking for centimeters cubed. That goes on top. So then think to yourself, how are centimeters cubed and milliliters related? Well, this one's actually very easy. 1 centimeter cubed is the same thing as 1 milliliter. My units cancel out, and when you do the math, you're multiplying by 1 and dividing by 1, so the answer is still 17.63, but the units now are centimeters cubed. So you might think to yourself, well, why did I even have to do that problem? Because it's the same answer. But remember, this is a factor label problem. It's not just the number, it's the number and the unit. So while the number didn't change, we did change our unit from milliliters to centimeters cubed. And sometimes that is what's necessary in a problem with a conversion. So keep practicing, good luck, and ask me any questions that you have next time we're in class together. Thanks.